What's going on guys, Haze here for another Zenless Zone 0 video, and today we have a brand new free A-Rank W engine coming to version 1.1 of Zenless Zone 0 that you cannot afford to miss. The Gilded Blossom W engine is a weapon for those in the attacker role that gives a nice attack main stat along with an interesting passive that provides a 15% buff to your agent's EX special attack damage and also provides another regular 6% attack buff as well. While these numbers do seem a little low, remember this is at refinement rank 1, and as per Hoyo tradition, this will be obtainable through an event along with copies of it in order to refine this weapon all the way until max to make it even better. Much like Festering Desire from Genshin Impact and before this tutorial mission starts from Honkai Star Rail if you played any of those. I don't know the exact numbers yet, but expect the max refinement passive of this weapon to be around a 30% EX special attack buff along with a 12% regular attack buff to your agents. Once again, keep in mind these aren't the exact max refinement numbers and are subject to change, but if it's anywhere close to this, it's going to be a really good weapon, especially since it has a passive that allows you to get those buffs with no requirements whatsoever, which means you unconditionally get that buff without having to do anything, like for example getting a dodge counter or quick assist to trigger the attack buff on Starlight engine. But does that make it better? Not necessarily. Let's talk about who can actually make use of this W engine, starting off with the only two limited S ranks out at the moment, Zhuyuan and Ellen, who are both DPSs that get most of their damage out of their basic attacks, which means that the EX special attack buff would be pretty useless on them, and you'd probably be better off sticking to Starlight engine or whatever S rank W engine you have. Next, let's talk about the S rank standard units that we have, Soldier 11 and Nakomata. Soldier 11 is in a similar situation to Ellen and Zhuyuan, who really like basic attacks, so once again, Starlight engine will still be preferred on her, but with Nakomata things change a little, and the Gilded Blossom might actually give Starlight engine a run for its money. Nakomata is a character who can spam her EX special due to the low energy cost that it has compared to the other DPSs in the game, so she can make full use of the buff that Gilded Blossom provides exceptionally well, and may be one of the only characters that would prefer this over Starlight engine in the current state of the game. Of course, if you have her signature or cannon rotor, you have no need for it, but this video is mostly about comparing Gilded Blossom to the current best SOP weapon for attackers, Starlight engine, and not the more expensive one. Now onto the A ranks, Anton, Corrin, and Billy. Let's take Anton out the way because his signature A rank W engine is very tailor made for him, and I don't see anything beating it for a while even in terms of S ranks. So unless you don't have it, then you probably shouldn't be using Gilded Blossom over it. Next is Billy, and I'm pretty sure what can be said for Anton can also be said for him. His weapon is literally made for him, so once again, unless you don't have it, no point in using Gilded. And finally we have Corrin, and she's probably the only 4-star attacker that can make use of this weapon at the moment. While her EX special attack energy requirement isn't the lowest, the duration of it certainly makes up for it. Corrin has an EX special that allows you to hold it down and use it until the energy that you've accumulated runs out while damaging the enemy. During this duration, you'll get the full 30% EX special attack damage buff from the maxed out Gilded Blossom W engine if you are using it, which is great for Corrin and will no doubt be a top pick for her if you do use her. Seems like all the physical girls like this weapon. So all in all, I would say Starlight engine is better in the general sense of things, while Gilded Blossom requires certain DPSs who get most of their damage from their EX special in order to be a better choice. So maybe in the future when we get attackers who fit that role, this weapon will shine more, so you definitely don't want to miss out on it. Plus, free is free, why wouldn't you grab it? And with that, I think we've covered everything that I wanted to in this video. Remember to like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video, as it does help my channel out a lot. This was Haze. Peace.